So we are going to talk about Moodle for blended learning. And in this first, what this Moodle is all about, this is basically a modular, object-oriented, dynamic learning environment that can help you to create your own blended platform for training and teaching your students, whether they want to connect online or whether you want to collaborate in your traditional classrooms. So it can support both kinds of interactions actively with your students. So this Moodle platform is currently being utilized in almost entire world. Most of the universities are using this. Even if we simply visit the official website of the Moodle, you will find so many relevant stats about this. So if this is the official website of Moodle, where we can see that how people are actively working on this. There are the download options, there are some forums, documentations. And if we check simply the stats about this Moodle platform that are available on the bottom of this page, the stats I'm going to, you will see how widely people are accepting this particular platform. So you can see there are this much sites that are already created using this Moodle platform, and this much courses are already running throughout the world. There are crores of users that are continuously working on this platform. Unlimited number of resources are being shared. These are the number of quiz questions that are running on this platform, and 243 countries are currently actively working on this Moodle platform for these blended learning assistance. There are some stats about most commonly designed sites on Moodle platform from different countries, and you can see that United States, Spain, Germany, almost all the countries, including our country, India is also in the top list. So all these countries are widely using this Moodle platform for variety of teaching learning activities. While working on this Moodle platform, you will find several easy to use tools inside and plugins inside. There are plenty of plugins that are available inside this single LMS, such as if you want to integrate it with Google Meet or Skype to run video sessions side by side, that can be also done. You can maintain attendance of your students within this Moodle platform. You can also make announcements for the entire class. You can take and submit assignments through this Moodle. Unlimited number of things you can do inside, depending upon what plugins you have integrated to your this Moodle site and how you are going to use it to interact with your entire student base. You can create any number of courses inside. The free version has some limitation. The subscription version provides you little bit additional access, but still several courses and several organizations are using it with free version only, because that provides enough kind of applications and plugins inside that you can access easily, and you can start working on various educational activities. There are so many ways to access this Moodle LMS. You can either start with online, or you can install system on your you can install this entire LMS on your laptop or computer and start working from there. While working on online platform, although there are so many websites that can support you, but these two are most commonly used ones. You can either go to Moodle Cloud, or you can start with Genomio. I will show you some idea of both these sites. Then for offline version, you may need to install a server on your system, with which you can create your Moodle site on your local server, and you can start interacting with the students through your local university server or the organization where you are working. So both options are there. Generally, for beginners, we recommend to start with this online platform, since they are instant to use. Anyone can start creating a site, a Moodle site or Moodle a classroom interface on these. However, for these options, you may generally require little bit technical knowledge. However, there are so many videos and tutorials available on different platforms online. Even on Moodle's official website, you will find several ideas about how you can start installing this Moodle platform on your system with the help of these different servers. So those tutorials are also available, or I will also share a link with you so that you can just have an idea about what steps you may need to follow while working on this WAMP based installation. I will be sharing one link with you for that, because it requires you to follow few steps, few technical adjustments on your system. So that video I will try to provide you, so that even after the session, if you want to install, you can follow those steps simply. I will be demonstrating you things through online platform, also through local host, so that you can just understand what differences there may be and how you can interact on both these platforms with the students on the other end. So let us move first of all towards the online site that we have. I'm just taking you, these are two different sites that I have already talked about to create your Moodle website online. First is Genomio, using which you can instantly start working on your Moodle LMS. And the second you have is Moodle Crowd. It also allows you to create a Moodle site instantly. Other than this, when you have to work on already installed servers like XAMPP, WAMP, or maybe Bitnami installer you want to use, in that case, you can access your site with the help of localhost. So you have to type localhost on your this search window, and then name of the site that you have created. So maybe it is a Moodle site, so you just have to type that name and you will be entering inside that particular site which you have created. So these are different options by using which you can start working on your Moodle LMS. So first, let us work with Genomio. I will not be explaining you Moodle Cloud because these are both similar. You just have to enter your site name, whatever site name you want to create. You just have to enter that. You have to enter a password over here and you can log in inside. Similarly, in this platform also, you can enter your URL, whatever you want to create for your site, and provide your email address. They will instantly send you a link. So I'm just closing this one right now because we will be working with Genomio for the current session, since we have a limited time, so we cannot go through all the options. So I'm just starting it with Genomio right now. So when you want to start your own website with this Genomio using your Moodle LMS, you just have to enter your site name. It may be anything, like I have recently created a site using this test Moodle site link over here. So if I have already used this particular domain name, then I cannot create again with the same. I may need to use a different, or I can start using this one only that I have already created. But when you are working on creation of a Moodle site, what you have to do is you can put like my site over here, and then provide your email address, such as I have entered here mine, and then language, since you may require English language most probably, and then finally check mark these terms and condition and click on this create site. As soon as you click on this create site, within few seconds or maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you will receive a email on your this particular email ID that you have provided over here. This will be the email that you will receive. Welcome to Genomio, since we are creating our website through Genomio, and they will provide you the same site address that you have created. The same site address you will get, since I have created it with test Moodle site. So the same web address they have provided me, and other than this, they will provide you your login information, username admin, and password, a random password they will generate, that you can change once you log into this platform. As soon as you click on this link that they have provided you, that on this particular URL, they are now hosting your Moodle website. So as soon as you click here, it will open. Since I have already logged in this test website, so it is opening it in this way. Otherwise, when you are opening it for the first time, it will simply ask you to enter your login details. And as soon as it is just one step you have to enter, you just need to put your login details, and it will take you to this platform directly. The same login details that you have received here right now. So you will reach at this window straight away. There you will find few options. If you are creating it for the first time, there will be no available courses. But since I have already created a course over here, so that available course they are showing over here. Otherwise, you will not have any available course list over here. You will just have this welcome page on your screen. The first thing that you have to do when you log in into your platform, the site that you have created, you just have to click on this where your user ID is being displayed. But yes, before that, you need to activate the edit mode. Being a teacher, you need to activate edit mode every time whenever you are starting with your Moodle site, since you have to make some updates into site, or maybe you need to make some announcements, some assignments. So first of all, turn on edit mode. Otherwise, on the student end, this edit mode will stay turned off, since they need not to make any changes to the website. They just need to follow the assignments that you have given to them. So as a teacher, since I have logged in as a teacher over here, so I'm turning on this edit mode. The next thing we need to do is go to profile. From this particular area on the top right corner, you can open this drop down menu, and from there you have to go to profiles, and here you will find all your admin user control. And from this you have to click on edit profile, and in this edit profile you can change your password now, because you have used a random password provided by the system to you. Now you have to enter a new password right here, and after that you can just hit on update profile. This is the first task you have to do, so that your website stays secured as per the password that you want to enter. After this, once you have secured your website with the desired password that you have, we can start moving further. What you have to do now, you may need to create a course in this platform. It is important to mention that on the dashboard of this Moodle platform, you will find, you may see that on the top portion here, we are seeing some advertisements. Since we are working on a website that is providing free service to create our Moodle site, so it comes with some advertisements. If you need to get rid of these advertisements, you may need to go with the subscription version. So that is an option that you can use. Otherwise, with these advertisements also, you can go ahead. It will not affect your own this website anyhow. Students will be able to interact same as in the subscription mode they can do. So in the dashboard, you will find if there are some existing courses going on, updates about them will be provided over here. And second thing we have is a calendar over here. So whenever you are creating a complete course with the help of Moodle site, whether it is for a semester program, whether it is for an annual program, everything relevant to that particular course, you can put in this calendar. As in our academic institutions, we generally have a technique to prepare set of events, or maybe the exam schedules or the assignment schedules in advance. For example, when we start a new semester, we have a curriculum planning for that, that at which in which month we will conduct sessional exams, in which month we will conduct final exams. So all those schedules you can update inside this calendar, within your Moodle platform. So your entire course planning you can do right from here. And how you can do that is you just have to go to this new event option, and from there you can put event title. So maybe I can say sessional exam, and we need to provide date on maybe on 27th of May we will be conducting a sessional exam. So that I have updated over here and I can save it here. So after updating it, it will be instantly visible in my this calendar. Moreover, whatever we have updated in this calendar, such as on this 27th, I have updated an event as my sessional exam that we can see over here. The same information will be visible to the students that are registered on this website. So there are so many things that we need to do on the same platform. So I'm just trying to ensure that within this limited time, I can show you most relevant information, since Moodle platform itself has huge set of apps and plugins inside that you can access to manage your entire course. So the first thing let us do now is how you can enroll your students into this Moodle platform. Because once you are ready to create your course, you are ready to interact with students, you may need to enroll your class into this Moodle platform. And for that, what you have to do is you just need to click on this site administration, and in this site administration there are plenty of options that provides you complete control on how your website may appear, how students may interact with it, or how you may need to manage your courses. There are plenty of options in this site administration. Since you are the creator of this website, so these controls are provided to you. In this now, you will find multiple options, but instead of talking about others right now, we are first going to users only, because we are going to talk about how to enroll a new user. So once I click on users option in this site administration, there we will find multiple options to add users. There are two common things that you can do is add a new user or upload users. Two options we have. Add a new user means you need to enter a user manually. Only one user you are entering at a time. But maybe when you have a big class, you may need to enter the entire class information in one go. So for that, you can use this upload users option. Let us explore both of these one by one. First, we have this add new user option. So what we have to do is just click on this, and it will open this new window for us, where we can check information about the new users that we need to update into the system. So maybe a username we can add, like test student 1 I'm adding over here. And since we are updating it manually, so we are allowing it as it is. Password maybe test student at the rate 1 I have added as password. So whenever that student has to log in, they can use this password, and also they can change this password later as per their requirement. Then the first name, test student, I have added over here. The email address you need to provide whatever email address is available for that student, such as I'm adding a random one over here, gmail.com. So this is a random email address I am putting over here. You need to enter for your specific student. And once we have entered this essential information, other than this, you can have picture of that particular student. That is your choice. You can drag and drop it from your system. And ultimately, we can hit on create user. So it says that your password is not correct at the time. It says there should be one capital letter. So I'm just updating the first letter as capital letter. And then we are using this create user option, and it will create a new user into your this system. So here we can see this test user we have just added. Earlier there was one admin user, and this test student I have already added just for your demonstration purpose, since I will be using a student account also to demonstrate you that how the teacher side and student side will interact on this system. And this one is the new account that I have just added into this with a random email id student11@gmail.com. Now we can also update information about the student if later on required. Anything you can update by clicking on this settings option. Note that at this point we have added a user to our Moodle website, not to our course, the specific course that we want to run inside this. Because whenever you are running a Moodle website, you may host multiple courses in that. So once you have updated your user information right here, then further you can use that for different courses. Maybe there are chances that you have updated 50 users over here, out of which 25 are associated to course 1 and other 25 are associated to course 2. So you may have to select them accordingly in your different courses so that they can be connected to their relevant course accordingly. So this was the option that we used for uploading one user at a time. The second option is to upload multiple user at a time. As a teacher, we can add multiple users at a time. So we just need to click on this upload users option. And here they say you can upload a CSV file. And how that CSV file you need to create is there should be a specific pattern so that the system can understand it accurately. So in order to ensure that you upload it in right format, they have already provided an example CSV over here. So you can check this particular file. Just click on this, and currently it is not showing it here. No problem. Since I have already downloaded it, so there may be some internet issue right now. So this example I have downloaded already over here for your display. So this was the example that they have uploaded on their system, that you have to create a bulk user file in this particular format. It should have username. That username can be maybe name of the students or maybe their roll number, anything you can add. Then first name of the student, last name of the student, and email id of that particular student. Other than this, you can create one new line with passwords if you want to assign those passwords yourself and allow them to change that later on. So those passwords also you can assign over here. So based on this format only, I have created a user information in this student sheet. So here you can find in the first column, I have created usernames, a set of roll numbers I have added, for example, 101, 102, etc. In the second column, I have added passwords. So in the first row, you can see that we have provided the headers for each column. So in the first, we have this username, then second, the passwords. So I have created a random set of passwords for all the users. Then first name, I have added simple ABCD for first name and last name. And then ultimately, random email IDs I have entered. But in your case, you will have specific first name, last name, and email IDs for the students. So this is the file that we have created for uploading bulk users into your Moodle site. I'm just closing it now and getting back to my this upload multiple users to your Moodle website. So I just need to choose that file. There are so many options. You can update files from several platforms over here, but I'm just uploading it from my device. So from the desktop, I'm picking up that student sheet and uploading it. Just click on upload this file. So if it accepts the format, it will update it right here. Otherwise, it will give you an error. And click again on upload users. It may take some time, and soon after that it will give you a preview of what you have uploaded. So I have already shown you that this was the information that I uploaded. One more column that we could add is status. If you already need to define that these are all students, so you can update that one more column in your Excel sheet with status, and that will be student for all of these. In case if you want to add any secondary teacher or maybe some non editing teachers, some support teachers into the platform, then you can update their status accordingly. So currently we have just uploaded these 7 users into the system, and we need to click on upload users on the bottom of the screen. So after clicking on upload users, it says, as per the password policy, this is invalid. So this is a random case we can take because they require a capital letter inside this password. So that we may need to update accordingly because they say that it is a weak password. But yes, for now, I'm just continuing with it. So once you have updated these users into your this Moodle website, after hitting that upload button, once you have updated list of users into your Moodle website, now let us go to another option, that is how to create a new course where you can use those uploaded list of users. Note that you can update your users or list of students anytime throughout the course. So these are different options that you can access anytime, even if there are some late admissions or maybe some students are joining after a gap. You can update their names also into the system, and you can assign them into the specific courses. Now, next thing, when you have to create your own course on this Moodle platform, you need to click on this My Courses option. When you are using it for the first time, you will not have a course in the list. But since I have used it already, so there is one course that is already available over here. When you have to create a new one, you just have to hit on these 3 dots available in front of your My Courses. So if I click on this, there are 2 options, new course or manage courses. If you want to manage the existing courses, you can click on this. If you want to create a new course, you just have to click on new course. So currently we are learning how to add a new course to the Moodle platform. So we have to click on this new course option over here, and it will immediately take us to a new platform where we can update information about a new course. So let us update this course, random course name that you want to assign. So for example, I'm putting it like teaching learning course. I'm adding over here. And let us see, we give it a short name, TLS 2023. Some categories you can update as per the requirement. If you want to specify that it is for the specific set of people or maybe a specific batch you want to update, that you can do. Otherwise, you can leave it as it is. So when this course will start and when it will end, that information you can update over here. So for example, it will start from maybe 15th January, the course has been started, and then the course will end maybe on, we can say like 28th of June it will end. So a random course duration of 6 months, probably you can update as per your requirement, whether it is an annual course or a semester system, you can update that. After updating these start and end date of the courses, you can put a summary of the course. If you want to display these relevant things to the students on the other side, that they can be updated instantly about what this course is all about. So that summary you can provide over here, such as a random thing I can enter here is, this course is to help participants understand basics of teaching learning. So a random set I have added as a course summary here. If you want to update a specific course image, that also you can do from here. If you have created a banner for your course, or you may update a banner of your specific organization, so that you can do over here. You can have many other options here. If you want to adjust course format, you can adjust appearance. These are some random enhancement options you can do. Maybe you want to change appeal of the course platform, or some additional files, etc., that you want to do. But as a beginner, you may not require all of these. You just need to create the course, you need to put up the details about duration, and then you can click on save and display. As soon as you click on save and display, the information will be visible to the students that are enrolled to your site, that there is a new course running on this particular site. So this is the course name that we have just entered. And now inside this, we are getting options to update topics. We can update some announcements, we can update some activities. There are plenty of options. But remember that although we have updated a list of users into the system, but we have not yet enrolled them into our this particular course. So now what we have to do is, the list of users that we have updated as a site administrator to this, now we have to make them participants of this course. So what you have to do is simply click on the participants option that is available right here. The third option under your course, we have participants, and from there you can click on enroll users. If there are already some users, they will be displayed over here. But since there is currently only the teacher, that because I have assigned as a teacher over here, so admin users, they are displaying currently. But now I want to add new users into this. So for that, I just need to click on enroll users. And if I have a list of students that I have just updated, you can see here, there's a random list I have updated recently as bulk users. So I can click on any of these and they will become participants of this particular course. So as all these I have added as random email IDs, so I'm not clicking on this. This one I have added as a valid email ID. So I'm clicking on this so that I can demonstrate you to the other side of the story also. So I just have to click on enroll users. And soon after this, you can see that there is a test student who has been assigned over here. And role has been defined as student, because that we have done while updating role right from here. There are 4 different roles available over here. So if I choose any other student also from this random list that is updated over here, the role I have assigned as student, and we can enroll them, and the same list is being updated over here. Now these are the active users that we have on our this particular course that we are launching right now. So you can see there is a teacher, there are 2 students, and you can have any number of students as per your requirement. Once you are done with this enrollment, you can go back to my courses. So here I have 2 courses now that I have created. This one we have created just recently. I'm just opening this. Now, as On this platform, I'm currently working as a teacher, and I have enrolled a student account on the same. If that account is of any of your students, now let us see what they may have on their account. So for that, I'm using a different web browser over here to log in as a student. So here I have logged in from my test account. So let us see, I am just logging out and how it may start. So first of all, what I have to do is, as a teacher, when I have created a site, I may share that test that site URL with my students, that from here you can log in into the module. So this is the URL that I need to share with the students. So once they get this URL, they will enter this URL into their system and they will be taken to this particular platform, the same that I have shown you. So this platform they have over here, and here they are showing that on this particular platform currently 2 courses are running. These 2 courses are currently running on the platform on this particular Moodle site. Next thing that students need to do is log into the platform. The login option is available on the top right corner of this test site. So this will be opened, and from here they need to enter, they need to use the specific passwords that we have provided. The same password that we have updated in that user list, they will be shared with the students and they can log in from here. So I have entered the information over here, and now I have to click on login option. So it says welcome back test. It says, since I have added the first name as test, so otherwise it will be the name of the student, the specific student who has assigned in. So now inside this, we are having a calendar and the timeline. These are the different options we have on the dashboard. Now the student needs to go to this My Courses option. In this My Course, they have these 2 options. Since I have enrolled the student from my teacher ID to both these courses, so both these are now visible on the student account. From here, that student can make changes to his profile. As I have already told you, they can change passwords as we have done in our teacher account already. So all those options are same for the students as well. Now let us go to this particular course that I have just created from my teacher account and now accessing it from my student account. Currently, we have made no updates on that teacher profile. So student is not able to see anything right here. Just a random set of topics are available. Now let us go back to the teacher profile. So for that, I'm getting back to my Chrome web browser, and there I have my teacher profile. So on this teacher profile now, with edit mode on, remember that edit mode has to be on. With edit mode turned on, I am now making some new changes to this platform. Note that if I have this edit mode off, you will see that the system will not allow you to make any changes. This will appear same as the student account that we had already. So there is no option to make any changes. As soon as I turn on this edit mode, your system will provide you options to add an activity or resource, or you can update topics or anything that you want to do. So let us start as a first time user over here. So first of all, maybe this general option, we can say like general announcements will be made in this section. So I'm just updating this information. Then for the topic 1, depending upon what you have in your curriculum, you can update the list of topics over here. So let us say, for example, in the first part of the curriculum for this teaching learning course, we have introduction to modern teaching learning. So I'm just updating that topic over here. For example, in the second time, we will have an update on traditional versus modern resources for classroom. I'm just updating random topics over here. Depending upon your curriculum, you can update topics right here. Blended learning, another topic I have updated. And maybe last one, anything like social media or AR VR based learning. So these are four topics that I have created, and maybe I will divide them into four different sections, as same as we have in our curriculum. Like the first topic will be covered in first month, or second topic will take next 2 months, and then further the next 2 month or 1.5 month, they will be divided accordingly in the entire course. Now, in each section, we have option to create an activity or resource for each one of these sections. And other than this, there is a forum in which we can make announcements. Let us start by making our first activity over here. In the general announcements only, I'm making this. In the same manner, you can do it in different sections. For example, we have not yet entered into the specific topic, and we are just beginning with the class, and we need to share some basic announcements with the students. So what I have to do is just clicking on this announcements option, and inside this we will find several options, what type of announcements you want to make, or some discussion topic you want to add, like add a discussion topic over here. So maybe debate on traditional and modern teaching learning. Random topic I'm adding over here. What message you want to convey to the students, that what they have to prepare for this debate, or maybe any event that you are opening over here. So maybe debate will be conducted in offline mode or online, anything that you want to share with the student. That description or the message you will put up here, and then post to the forum. The forum that will be accessed by students that are enrolled to your course. Just post on this, and it says your post has been updated successfully. There are 30 minutes to make any kind of changes. The Moodle platform gives you a gap period within which you can make any changes to the post that you have done, so that if the changes are required to be reflected on the other end, they can be done. So here you can see, now we have a list updated over here. Who updated it? Admin user has updated it. On what date? That information is right here. If some reply is given by the student, that will be updated in this portion. So let us see how it appears on the other end, on the student end. So for that, I'm getting back to my this other browser on the Internet Explorer where we had a student account. I'm just refreshing it. And let us see if there are some information updated over here or not. So in the announcement sections, I'm just checking it. And here you can see that I can see that latest information on my student account. So I'm just clicking on this, and here I will find the entire message that teacher has posted, and accordingly I may prepare for the particular announcement. Since it is an announcement, so students just have to act according to this, that if they are advised to do something, they can start working on that topic. On this left side portion, here you will find these lines that can open the sequence of events that are assigned within your this course, such as announcements are here, the topic wise updates that you will find, they will be also available over here. So you can directly click on this and you can move to the specific section that you want to access from here. Getting back to my teacher profile again. So here I'm going to my courses again, and from there I will be updating a new activity or maybe some resource into the platform. So instead of making announcement, now I'm adding certain activity to my this Moodle platform. And for that, I just have to click on this add an activity or resource option. So just click on this. In the similar manner, you can do among any of the topics that you have stated. For example, in the first month when you are working on the first topic of your this curriculum, so you can make all the announcements, activities and resources within that topic. And then in the next portion, you can do all those announcements and activities within that portion only, so that everything stays managed within your course curriculum requirement. So when we click on this add an activity or resource option, it opens all these things that we have available to access within this Moodle platform. These are all files. You can separate them into activity and resource part. In case of resource, you will be getting an opportunity to update books, some files, directly some folders or text media or URLs. Maybe you want to share some videos, some IMS content packages. Variety of options are there that you may need to share with your students as per the course requirement. On the other side, in the activity part, we have options like assignments, chat, choice, databases, quizzes or some lessons, forums, surveys, variety of things you will find inside. Many of them will not be required in all type of courses. Depending upon what type of teaching activities you are conducting in within your course, you may need any of these tools. These are basically some kind of plugins available in your this Moodle platform. So if you want to update any plugin, that you can also do. But yes, there is a condition. These online platforms, since you are working currently on Genomio platform, they will not allow you to update plugins directly, since the website is under their control and they have permitted you to use on their behalf. You can create some activities from the existing set of plugins. But when you have site on your local host, there you will get freedom to update these plugins, and I will show you that how you can do that. But first, let us explore these options. So I'm just picking up one random option. Let us take first of all, we create a chat. This chat will be like a live chat that we can have on any website, and student and teacher can interact with each other. So let us create this chat room first. So I just have to click on this chat option. And from here, let us give it a name, maybe chat room for teaching learning course 2023. This was a short name that I have given to my course while creating it. So we have updated it here. Description. In description, we can say that all the student queries will be handled through this chat room. So that information we have given to the students. Any other setting you want to do, you can update from here, but generally it may not be required. So you can just click on save and display. Instead of clicking on save and return to course, you have to click on save and display, so that this option gets displayed to the users on the other side. That will be your students. So I'm just clicking on save and display, and you will see that this chat room is ready to explore now, and students can start chatting. There is a enter the chat option available over here. So if I get back to my this course general announcement section, there you will see earlier there was only announcement forum, but now a chat room is also added over here. And within this chat room, now we can do different activities. Let us see how it appears on the student terminal now. So I'm going to my other browser from where I have logged in as a student, and there I'm just looking for what new we may have. So I'm going to my general announcements, and here I can see that chat room. So student can see that our teacher has created a chat room for us, and let us explore what students find inside. So here they will see that what they can do in this chat room is all the students' query will be handled through this chat room. So this is the information we have provided to our students. Now, if students want to enter this chat, how they can do is, maybe they want to ask something to the teacher. So they just need to click on this enter the chat option, and a chat window will appear. This will be like a realistic chat window that we otherwise have in online websites. So in the same manner, this will work. So here you can see that test student has just entered this chat, and on this right side of this pop-up window, there is currently only the test student. No one else is active on this chat right now. So if student sends some information, that will stay on hold until teacher logs in. So let us see on the other window. Let us start this chat as a teacher. So I have come back to the Chrome browser and entering my chat room as a teacher right here. And there I'm just putting on this enter the chat. So here you will see now we have two active users in our chat room. This is the chat I have opened from my teacher window, and the other chat that we have opened from the student window. So I'm opening them side by side so that we can see how the interactions will happen on both sides. So these are the two chat rooms I have just created over here. So here you will see these windows. The one in which test student is bold, this is the student window, and in which admin user is bold, this is teacher window. So if a student is trying to maybe ask something like, I have some doubts in assignment 1, maybe student want to ask something, they can send this message and it will instantly appear on the teacher window. This is a live chat they can enjoy on both sides. So teacher can reply instantly. We will discuss in today's class. So updating this, and student will get instant answer. So this is a active chat option teacher and student can have on this Moodle platform. There is no need to involve your WhatsApp or Signals or maybe some other social media accounts where students may otherwise get distracted with other activities. You can have the chat room within your Moodle platform where students and teachers can have active interaction, and this interaction will be available to the specific student who is interacting. Other students cannot visualize this interaction. Only teacher can have control on all the chats. They can visualize what different students have communicated in the past. Otherwise student will have access to only their chat. So this is how it is secure to work with your different students over this chat room. So this is one option that we have explored. Now let us get back to our this teacher account again. So chat room, right now we have explored. I'm just getting back to general announcement section. Now instead of in these general announcements, I need to make some activities in my this first topic that maybe during the first month of this semester we are teaching to the students. So just click on this add an activity over here, and maybe I need to share a book with the student so that they can start reading that particular PDF for a specific syllabus. So I just have to click on this book right here, and inside this we need to update name, maybe textbook for course part 1, anything that you want to add, any description you want to provide to the students. And then we have to create save and display over here. So once this textbook has been created over here, you can update chapter wise content into this book. The good thing is that you can create your entire chapter sections in this, and ultimately you can compile that entire book one by one. So maybe in the first session of this course you have had some discussion with the student regarding which now you want to update a chapter to them that they can refer during their homework. So this can be maybe introduction chapter you want to add, and the content of that chapter you can put up here. If you want to add any links, you can do that. You can want to add any image, a complete same as we create chapter in our Word documents. In the similar manner, you can create a chapter over here. So this is, and we can just update. This is just for information I'm putting here. You can have the complete chapter right here, and then you can save these changes. So here, table of contents for your that particular chapter has been prepared since you have updated first chapter into that book. Similarly, if you keep on adding new chapters to this book, after maybe you are taking some classes every day and every day you are updating something to the chapter, that complete book will be prepared here one by one. So here, this book option is now available and the student can access it. They can click on these options and they will find here that a book has been updated by the teacher and they can read the chapter that you have provided to them. So currently, since I have added only this information over here, so otherwise, if you provide the entire content, maybe some images, some links, etc., so all of those things will be visible to the student over here. Let us create another activity inside this. So for that, what we can do is click on this option. As there are plenty of things, maybe now you want to give your students an option for some elective subjects that you want to introduce into this course. So let us click on this choice option, since we want to give them a choice to choose a specific part of that elective set of subjects or courses. So for that, first we are using this new choice plugin. Choice name, we can say maybe elective subjects. Choose your favorite subject for semester electives. So random information I'm putting over here. And ultimately, here are some options that we can make. Allow choice to be updated, so we can say maybe yes. Allow more than one choice to be selected, so let us allow students to select multiple options so that later we can evaluate them. And then they ask us to update options. So some random subject names I'm updating over here, such as maybe data science, or it can be machine learning. Maybe it can be blockchain, and one more random option we can have like deep learning. So these 4 elective subject options we have given over here, and ultimately we have to click on save and display. So these elective subjects are now available in the list, and these are the 4 options that we have created. Now on the student side, since we are asking students to make these choices, let us see what they can do with this particular thing. So here, within that first topic where we have created book, now we have this choice option. On the student window, I'm showing this. So they can just click on this option, and here they will find these 4 options. So they are asked here, choose your favorite subject for the semester electives. So maybe they are picking up like one is blockchain and one is data science. Maybe they want to update 2 options, so save my choices. So once the student has saved their choices, it will be available to them like this. If they need to remove their choice, they need to make any changes, they can also do that. On the teacher side now, we can see this information like elective subjects, what updates they may have received right now. So responses, they need to check. In the responses section, now we will see here that one student, since currently there is only one student, so update about that we are getting over here. Users who choose this option is because I chose data science and blockchain at that time, so the test student has selected these 2 options. And total number of responses also it is showing. So maybe if you have a class of 50 students, The options will be updated like a table here, and later you can consider your information for final decision making, that which of these subjects you will be rolling out as elective options during that particular course. You can also download this information into Excel format or text format that you may need to attach into your file, that this was the options given to the student and this is the responses, and based on this we have made the decisions. So this is another elective subject or the choice option we have given to the student. Getting back to the activity section, now here similarly you can use any one of these. I'm not repeating all of them since you can do that, but yes, one we would like to do is quiz option. You can also run some active quizzes for the students through this Moodle LMS directly. So for this, what you have to do is, let us create a quiz here. I'm putting it as test quiz only. Like we can say it is for weekend assessment. A description I have added. If we need to update timing from what time to what time this has to stay active, so we can enable these options. So let us, this quiz will start from today and it will stay active maybe up to 30th of January. And the time given to the students will be 5 minutes for attempting this quiz. If you want to update grades, etc., so they can be also updated right here. There are different options. You can like enter marks, like maybe 5 marks will be compulsory to pass this quiz, or many other options that can be updated from here. Save and display once you are ready to use this quiz for yourself, and this is now ready in your Moodle website. The next thing you have to do is update your questions. So for that, we just need to click on add question. And now we can start adding questions into our this system. So click on this add and a new question. What type of question you want to add? There are plenty of options. So you can use any of them, like you can create multiple choice question, you can have true and false, you can have matching, short answer, numerical, plenty of options you will find. So you can create a complete quiz for your student assessment right from here. So let us create some random 1-2 questions to check how it may appear to the students. So I'm just selecting multiple choice right now, adding it, and it will ask you to update the question. What is the question name? So let us take it question 1 maybe. And then what is the text of the question? What we have studied in today's session. So this is the second thing I have updated over here. And then they are asking us about, we have to keep it ready since we need to send this to the student, so we will not put it into the draft. How many marks you will be giving to this particular question? So let us put 1 mark only. Any feedback you want to give or any hint you want to give to the student, so that general feedback you can enter over here. How many answers student can select for this particular, because sometimes we have questions that can have 2 or 3 right answers in the multiple choices, but let us consider only one answer is correct right now. And then we have to update our choices right here. So I'm just writing that in today's session we have done Moodles or some other options. So note that the correct option will have grade 100. Since it is correct option, it will have grade 100 and remaining will have grade none. If you want to give them an alternative weightage, that you can do, otherwise it will be grade none. So let us add some random option like Google Classrooms I'm updating. So what students may choose depending upon what they have done in today's session. So other thing is another software name I'm updating over here. And one more like whiteboard. Let us say these 4 things we have kept in the options. And once we are done with this, there are some additional settings that you can do if required, and otherwise you can do save changes. As soon as you have saved your quiz, the question is available over here. Now you can add another question. new question. Maybe it is a true false. So we have clicked it over here. So then question name again, like put it question 2 maybe, and was it, maybe we can say, because it is a true and false question, it was raining today. A random question I have added over here. So for this statement, we will ask them whether it is a true or false. The marks, ready, etc. These are common as previous one. The correct answer for this, maybe we say true. True answer is the correct. And false, it will take automatically as wrong answer. So any feedback you want to give for true, that is available here. Any feedback for the false, that is available over here. And then we can save these changes. So just 2 questions I have added for the test purpose over here. And then I have saved these questions. So this quiz I have created. Let us see how it may appear on the student side now. So here we have a test quiz now on the student window. I'm opening it, and it says that quiz has been started on Friday 20th January and it will end on Monday 30th January, and we can start attempting. Before that, they can say that there is only 5 minutes to attempt this, how much grades they need to pass, everything is available to them. So they can start attempting quiz right from here. Time limit, they are intimated about it, and then they can start their attempt. And this is the question, same particular question they are getting one by one over here. So let us say they click on this or maybe this as per their. And the second question, finish attempt, and instantly they are getting their answers saved. Then they have to click on submit all and finish. So this is available here. Since we have marked correct questions answers when creating our quiz, so that answer is instantly visible after attempt to the student, since we have already graded these questions with right set of answers. If you have not provided it over there, then you have to evaluate it manually. So currently students are able to see that they have received 1 marks for each of the questions since they have answered it right. And once they have finished their work, on the teacher side, you can see their attempts. So for this, here they can see that one person has attempted this question. They can click on this to see who has attempted and what they have done. So here we have that information, that one person has attempted this quiz, they have finished attempting it, and what grades they have received, since we have applied 5 marks in while creating those questions, so they are been updated over here. So this is how they can see graphs also for student performances. Since currently there is only one student performance, so that is available over here. When you have the entire class, this table will be updated accordingly, and you can compare the outputs of all those students. This is another thing we have done. So a few of the plugins and how we use them, that we have discussed right now. Let us see few more options in our installed Moodle site. So for that, I have created a site using web server on my own platform. So this is with localhost, that I have already told you that if you install it on your system, then you have to use localhost option. There are plenty of options. I have already told you, you can install it with Vietnamese server, you can use XAMPP, you can use WAMP. Many other options are also available. This one I have done with WAMP server, and for that I'm just sharing a video link with you all. If you want to do it side by side on your system, or maybe later on, you can use this particular link for the installation instructions. A very simple information it will provide to you. Currently, I'm going to the site that I have already created on my local host. So this is the site that we have. So since I was updating some plugins over here, so this window is appearing right here. It will just take a second to go back to that original site. The same site your students can access through your local server that your university or organization may be providing to them. So this is my site. I'm just going to home page. A random site I have created right here also. Again, here also you will see that the appearance is same as that online website. There will be no major changes. But yes, one advantage that I want to show you here is you can update plugins as per your choice in this particular case. So if you want to make some enhancements in your existing website, that you can do easily over here. So first thing that we always do is to turn on the edit mode. That we have done from here. The next thing, there is a available course that I have already created in this particular case. So I'm just clicking on that. All these details I have already explained you through that Genomio based website. So the same things we can use here to create a course. There are different announcements, etc., that we have done. So in this particular case, let us go to site administration, and there you will find information about plugins. This one, basically I need to tell you that you can improve your site on this localhost option. So in this case, if I go to site administration and plugins, there are two options: install plugins and plugins overview. If I check this same on my Genome site, for example, this one I'm opening over here, and I'm going to site administration. This is the online site that I have created. Going to plugins. Now in plugin section, you will find only one option, that is plugin overview. Since we are hosting this website on some other server that is powered by Genome, so they will not allow us to install new updates. We can use only that are available in their server already. But when we are working on localhost, there are two options: install plugins or plugin overview. So if you want to install any new plugin, like in this particular case, I have installed a new plugin that was for attendance management, and you can also have plugins for maybe video conferencing. You can have your Google Meet within this Moodle platform, or you can have Skype for video conferencing. There are plenty of you have to observe them. You just need to click on this install plugins option, and I'm opening it in a separate window right now just to explore what plugins are available. So there are two options to update your plugins. One is with the help of online plugin installer, and second is by using a zip file of your plugin. So if you have zip file of a plugin installed from the official website of Moodle, you can update that directly, or you can go to this option directly. So I'm just clicking on this one, install plugins from the Moodle plugin directory. And there is the official website of Moodle, moodle.org, where you will find plenty of plugins. These are some free to access plugins available over here. And maybe you want to access a specific plugin like attendance plugin, maybe we want to add. So there are multiple plugins for attendance. So instead of using a register for marking your attendance during the entire course, you can use these existing plugins from here, and you can start updating attendance of your students. I have already installed one of these plugins, so I'm not using this right now. I will show that to you. Maybe a video conferencing plugin you need, like video conference. I'm tapping over here, and let us see what plugins it may provide you. So there are different video conference plugins over here. Similarly, if you need Google Meet, that is also available over here. So this is Google Meet for Moodle. They have updated over here. Similarly, Zoom meeting you can have, Teams meeting you can have, multiple online tools that you can use for class interactions. So each one of, so instead of creating a separate Meet for connecting through your students on remote sessions, you can use it within your Moodle platform. Everything will be integrated into this blended learning site. So let us consider, because maybe some of these I have already installed. Let us consider we want this Zoom meeting right now. So you just have to click on here. There are two options. Either you can click on install now, or you can download the zip file. Since that Moodle website provides you both options, either you can use install now or you can use download option. So you can just click on any one of these depending upon current status of your server and how your this internet connection is working. It may take some time, so let us try if it works right now. Otherwise, the steps I have told to you, that how you can do this. So either you can download it with zip file, or you can click on install. I'm currently clicking on install now directly. So what it says, where you want to install, it has given my site name over here, and everything related to that it has given to this. So I'm just clicking on install now. Sometime it may require you to update version of your Moodle site depending upon the version of the plugin. So it will do that automatically by asking you. So it says that there is a request to install this plugin from site, and some information it is providing regarding confirmation. I am continuing it. It may take some time depending upon how much space we need. Like currently it is saying downloading Moodle, validating Moodle for Zoom meeting, and ultimately it says validation successful, installation can continue. So click on this. Depending upon how heavy is your new plugin that you want to install, it may take some time, so that you may have to wait till then. So let us explore other things since we have limited time now. So as long as it goes on, so we have the new page updated over here. So it says that all tests have it has passed. So okay, they are showing over here. If there is some error, then they will indicate it, and you may have to resolve that error. But currently it says that this environment meets all the requirements, so we can hit on continue option. You can have any number of plugins in your local site depending upon how much space you have in your local server. You can keep on updating them, and you can access them for any of the student instructions. So it says upgrade Moodle database now with this new plugin that we have just added to our website. Very simple steps you have to follow, just upgrade steps that we generally have for other types of softwares. Just you have to click on the next. It will not ask you any new information. If the plugin that you are trying to install is compatible to your site, that will be installed easily. If there is some issue, it will show you that error, that due to this reason this plugin is not compatible with your site, so you cannot download it. But generally most of them work easily. So it says upgrading to new version, and it now gives us option to continue, and the plugin will be updated. Taking just a few seconds over this. In the meanwhile, let us see what plugins and how we may access them on our platform. So I'm just going to my courses again. As I have already told you that all those activity options that we have on our website, they are basically some kind of plugins. The chat room, the forums, the surveys, assignments, everything is a kind of plugin that we are accessing on this local website. So when I go to this my courses option, since the plugins are updating in the backend, so it is taking time on both ends. So it now says that your plugin has been updated, or if there are some errors that is displaying that. If it has worked fine, then you can check the updates for that particular, or if there are some errors, they may be displayed over here. So currently I'm just going to this option again, and let us see which plugins have been updated. So here now we can see that there is a Zoom meeting. this new plugin we have just added into the system, and that is now available in our activity or resource option. Similarly, few hours back I have updated this attendance plugin over here, so that is also visible. If you have Google Meet, yes, this one also I have updated recently, so that is also available over here. So this list may have any number of plugins that you want to add inside your this system. So for example, let us use this attendance plugin that I have recently added to the system. I can click on this attendance option and I have given it a name, description maybe for TLC course 2002 attendance marking we are doing over here. So a random system I have added, some grades for attendance if you want to add, as we have some time requirements in our curriculum, so that can be updated from here. And ultimately you can click on save and display. So based on this, now you can add sessions and you can update their attendance accordingly. So for example, you had a session on today and time you can update maybe from 8 to 9. You had a session and the description of that session, maybe what you have discussed in that session or regarding what topic it was, so that you can update. Maybe topic 1 was discussed in that session, so we are adding it. So from here now we can update details about the attendance of the students. Since currently there is only 2 students I have added over here, 3 students we can have because some of these have random email IDs. So accordingly they are updated right here. For each one of them we have 4 different options to mark. One is present, second is late, third is excused if someone has taken leave from you, so that excused option you can update over here, or absent. So maybe we are updating like the first student was present, second was late, and third was absent. So that information I have updated over here, and then I have saved it. So this is my attendance has been updated for all the students, and now I can see what was the records for that particular day. So I'm just clicking on this information, and here I can see what was the records for that particular day. Here it will show a summary because currently we are having only 3 students, so it is showing it for them only. If you have larger number of students, information about each one of those students will be updated in the list. And later you can upload attendance by CSV file also if you require. Maybe you are marking it in a separate Excel sheet, that also you can upload it here directly with these all the options as per your Moodle platform. The upload will be same as we have done with the other resources, like you have to choose your file and you have to upload your that particular CSV file. So this is how you can access plenty of options within your this Moodle platform. Considering the limited time duration that we had for the session, I tried to cover most of the things, and accordingly these things will be updated to the student platform. If they need to check what is happening on their course, they can check it from my courses window, and there they will find all the updates regarding that particular course. On localhost as well, the information will go like this. Example, the attendance sheet is also being shown to them, and they can see how their attendance is being marked, what are the new assignments, what are the new quizzes. They can also update their assignments as per the requirements. So these are some essential details that we could discuss about this Moodle session. And I'm now looking forward for your comments, your feedbacks on this current session. If you have any queries, any doubts, the